As you know, we have a national crisis on our hands, and it has to do with the opiate epidemic and addiction of all kinds. Mr. Graves serves on the Licata Way. He's on the board of the Licata Way, which is a private service that administers treatment to individuals who are suffering from alcohol or drug abuse. And I have the privilege of serving on the Alcohol and Drug Addiction Services Board, the ADDIS Board, which is a Lorain County board. But we have a proclamation today for purposes of identifying that serious problem within our society. Whereas substance abuse is the public health crisis of our time, it is an epidemic that spans all ages, communities, and demographics. And whereas in 2016, Lorain County saw at least 131 overdose deaths, which is nearly double the rate from the previous year. Overdose deaths have surpassed auto fatalities and other accidents in terms of causes of death in our society. And whereas there were 1,095 opiate-related deaths in Northeast Ohio in 2016, and we are on pace to surpass that number in 2017. And whereas nationwide, 52,000 people died of drug overdoses in 2015, more than twofold increase since 2002. The death roll is nearly equal to the total number of Americans who died during the Vietnam War, which claimed 58,000 lives. And whereas Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration established the month of September as National Recovery Month to educate and increase awareness of treatments available to combat this crisis. And now, therefore, I, Greg Zilka, Mayor of the City of Avon Lake, do recognize the month of September 2017 as National Recovery Month and urge all members of our community to join in recognition of this significant occasion. Signed on the 28th day of August 2017, Greg Zilka, Mayor. The reason why we have firefighter paramedic Gillis here and Chief Herner is the Avon Lake Fire Department has taken upon itself to raise funds for the ADDIS Board and also the Licata Way by raising T-shirts. And Firefighter Gillis, you want to step forward and explain the red T-shirts and why they're red and what you're hoping to do, sir?
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and City Council. I'm Brian Gillis. I work for the Avon Lake Fire Department, and I'm representing the Union Local 1361. I'm here today to talk about National Substance Abuse Recovery Month in September. This coming month brings awareness and understanding of substance abuse disorders and celebrates the people who recover. The Fire Department wants to bring awareness to the growing problem of substance abuse. Substance abuse is a problem that can affect anyone, friends, family, neighbors, and coworkers. Like the mayor said, in 2016, Lorain County saw 131 overdose deaths, nearly double from 2015. January through July of this year, Lorain County has had 61 overdose deaths. We want to bring awareness to the problem of addiction and encourage treatment through counseling and rehabilitation programs. We want our community members to be educated about addiction. The Licata Way is a nonprofit organization that offers addiction and mental health treatment to Lorain County residents. Licata not only offers treatment and counseling to addicts, but also family members of addicts. The Lorain County and Drug Addiction Services Board of Lorain County is a government agency that specializes in ensuring treatment programs in the county are effective and efficient in helping people recover from addiction. Throughout September, the entire fire department will be wearing red shirts in support of substance abuse recovery. We will also sell these T-shirts for $20 a shirt. The T-shirts can be purchased at the Avon Lake Fire Department, and 100% of the proceeds will go to the Lorain County programs. As a firefighter and paramedic, I've seen firsthand the physical and mental, emotional destruction of substance abuse. I've seen the suffering not only from the addict, but the friends and loved ones desperately trying to help them. Addiction is powerful and very difficult to overcome. Programs like Licata are dedicated to the recovery of individuals and families. The fire department is also dedicated to this community and will do what they can to continue to support this cause. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. I want to present this proclamation to Brian because the Avon Lake Fire Department took upon itself to establish this fundraiser and this awareness program. So I thought they were worthy of being present for this presentation. So I congratulate you, present you with this proclamation, sir. And I also have $20 to buy. I hope I'm not the first one to have purchased a T-shirt from you, but here we are, have a payoff here right at City Hall. Thank you very much. I will wear this in good health. You want to say anything?
I just want to thank Brian and the firefighters for coming up with this idea. They put a lot of work into researching it. They came to me with it, and I fully support it. They designed the T-shirts and had them printed up and did all the work for it. So I really appreciate their hard work in doing this.
Thank you very much.
Public hearing on amendment to Planning and Zoning Code Section 1240.02, 1242.02, 1244.02, 1250.03, A2 regarding permitted locations of parks, playgrounds, recreation areas, and facilities. And I turn that over to you, Mrs. Fenderbosh.
Thank you very much. This summer was a very busy time for planning. This is another item that came through the July 6th Planning Commission. And what we're doing is we're adding facilities, public parks, recreation areas, and facilities to business districts. And it will define what 1250.04V actually means. And what it means is that in a business facility, they will be able to have a recreation, playground, or public park. This is declared to be an emergency in order for a new recreational facility to be open as soon as possible, to offer enhanced recreational programs and promote physical fitness, thus for the health, safety, and welfare of the residents of Avon Lake. Thank you.
Thank you. Questions from council on that item? Anyone in the audience? With that, I'll close the public hearing on that item. Mrs. Rossmarin, any correspondence received?
A letter was received from Barbara Dopp, Clerk of Council, announcing her retirement effective November 1st, 2017.
Thank you. Any other items? That was it?
That was it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. We hate to see Mrs. Dopp go.
Jeez.
We're still trying to convince her to change her mind, but I think we've lost that cause, and she will be retiring at the end of October, and she's done an outstanding job keeping over the years that I've been here, the 14 years in there. I know it's longer even for you, but this job up here, the clerk of council, keeping everything in order, keeping everything legal, keeping everything in process, and bringing in new councilmen and other ones leave, training them in the proper way to the process items is just very valuable, and she has done an excellent job and has kept council after council long before I was here out of trouble, and I can't say enough to appreciate her efforts. I know there'll be other comments made, but she did a great job. Thank you.
The Lorraine County General Health District conducted mosquito spraying on Wednesday, August 23rd, and was able to treat the portion of the city north of Walker Road. Due to forecasted high winds above 15 miles an hour and possible rain for the next evening, the spraying of the area of the city south of Walker Road was canceled. Due to the drop in temperatures and the forecast of cooler temperatures for the next 5 days, it was decided not to resume spraying. If unseasonably warm temperatures return during the month of September, the health district may consider additional spraying. The district did receive a number of calls requesting that spraying not be conducted. We will have a conversation with the health district officials about a long-term policy of conducting a spraying program as the threat of West Nile virus and other mosquito-borne illnesses become a threat to our county and to our city. The Cleveland Clinic is putting on a triple threat on our doorstep program: heroin, fentanyl, and carfentanil. This is going to take place on Thursday, September 28th. Registration starts at 5 p.m. to 6, and then we have a program from 6 o'clock to 8 p.m., discussion with the experts, a question and answer session to follow. It's going to be at Lorraine Community College, Conference Center, second floor, which is on Abbey Road. Registration is required, and you can register online at www.clevelandclinic.org/triple-threat. For information, call Jenny Evans, 440-356-4362.
The traffic lights at Lear Road and Krebs Road, anybody that drives through there will notice that today the signal poles went up. Over the next 2 weeks, you'll start seeing equipment and the actual traffic lights go up in the air. Over the next 2 weeks, I will constantly give you updates, but as we move forward, we should have this operational definitely by the end of September. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Council President. I have two, if that's all right.
Sure.
The first one I want to talk about is I received this certificate from the National Historic from the National Park Service congratulating the City of Avon Lake on being a certified local government since March the 4th, 2011, and this is in conjunction with the 50 years of the National Historic Preservation Act of 1966. So they are congratulating Avon Lake for being a CLG, and I also want to take this opportunity with this recognition from the National Park Service to congratulate the Avon Lake Historic Preservation Commission on the outstanding work that they do. I don't get an opportunity often enough to thank them for all the work that they put in, the prior commissions and the current commissions. The prior commissions, which I believe the first commission was under the chairmanship of Mr. Shondel, laid the groundwork for what the commission is doing today. And we identified and designated 3 properties, city-owned properties, over the first 4 years. In the last 2 years, we have designated 4 properties, all of them private properties. And just as a note to see a preview of what we're going to be seeing here shortly, we are going to be having 5 new properties going to the Planning Commission in October. So that will push us to 12 designated properties that we've been able to do, and this current body of the Historic Preservation Commission has just worked extremely hard, and I think that the Planning Commission and the council are going to be very excited to see the properties that we're bringing forward. It's been a long time coming for some of them, so we're very excited, and I want to congratulate the Historic Preservation Commission, past and present, for the outstanding work that they do. The second thing that I have is I said I was going to announce it every week, and I'm going to announce it every week. The 4th annual Boo by the Woods Trail of Haunted Tales will be taking place on Saturday, October the 21st from 6 until 9 p.m. There will be a pre-sale. This will be placed on our Facebook pages and on our websites and on our television stations as well, too. There will be a pre-sale for Avon Lake residents only to purchase tickets. That pre-sale date will be Monday, September the 11th. 2 weeks after that, on Monday, September the 25th, non-residents will have an opportunity to purchase tickets. Tickets are limited. I strongly encourage the public to buy them early because the closer we get to Halloween, I'm almost certain that we are going to be sold out. I will talk more about some of the things that we have coming, but it will be bigger than previous years. It will be better than previous years, and we're really looking forward to this year's Boo by the Woods and the Trail of Haunted Tales. Thank you.
Thank you.